Hi guys, me and my dad are going to make a pie because today is my dad's and my mom's anniversary. Now, we normally do cake, but we had cake a few days ago, so we're kind of have too much cake in us, so we're going to start to have too much pie in us today. My dad's still getting all of the ingredients. See?
I made that. Okay. Easy.
So is that all?
Yeah, that's all the ingredients we need.
And then this
Two bowls.
all this.
Okay.
So let's see.
All right. First thing we need is 1.5 cups of sugar.
Okay, so we're gonna get a cup of sugar.
This is a 1/2 cup, so we need 3 of those scoops into the bowl.
Okay.
Because 2 1/2 cups equals 1 cup, and then 1 more.
It's hard to dig in when.
You're getting there. Okay, that's okay.
And then so 1/2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then.
2 more of those. So one thing you can do to help it a little bit is if you tilt it like this, then you can scoop and it piles up more.
Oh. My dad knows a lot about baking, even though he's not a chef.
So I like to eat. I like to eat cakes and pies.
That you make all the time. Oh,
Alright, we need a melted butter.
hang on.
And if we work with a little less sugar than it calls for, that's okay because a lot of these desserts are very,
Okay.
very sweet.
Got it.
Alright, now we need cocoa powder and we need 3 heaping tablespoons. You get your tablespoon. So a tablespoon is like the biggest of the little measuring spoons. There you go. So when it says heaping, it means, what do you think heaping means?
I don't know.
It means it actually goes above the edge. So it's just a big scoop, even bigger than. So no, don't even flatten it out. Scoop it, even if there's a little extra poking up like a mountain. That's what a heap is. A heap's like a big pie.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, perfect. That's heaping.
So then I pour it in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we need 3 of those.
Okay.
We are making Carla Brown's chocolate chess pie.
We watch.
Salted.
We watch a show and she's a judge on it, and we watch it on YouTube TV. So if you want to see it, you have to watch a show on YouTube TV. Now I don't know what it's called.
She is one of our favorite. Well, she's in Holiday Baking Champion. She's judged for Holiday Baking Championship, Kids Baking Championship, Spring Baking Championship.
She also judges for the Harry Potter Baking Champions.
Now I'm putting stuff away when we're done with it because
So that it's not a messy mess.
clean while you cook. All right, and we need a little bit of salt. I'll do this part since this is hard. There's some salt in the butter, but sometimes adding a little bit of salt to sweet things makes it taste even better. All right, whisk that up. Make sure you dig all the way to the bottom.
It's more brown than white.
Yeah, cocoa powder is pretty powerful.
Smells good already.
Okay, you got that. Separated milk, butter, and eggs. Where did the evaporated milk go? Rest.
Hey guys, do you want to smell it?
I do. Okay.
I'm touching the down,
you
not
said
you. Doesn't it smell good?
Okay, that's no vision. No olfaction. Alright, I'm melting butter.
I checked on the bottom and there's no white part left.
Good, you got it all mixed up?
Uh-huh.
Good. Alright, next thing we're going to do is add, evaporated milk. So evaporated is just when it gets less liquidy.
So I can
When
take
the
this
water
out?
kinda, for now, yes.
Okay. We're gonna put it back in soon. Since it's out of one.
Okay, 5 ounces of evaporated milk. You want to pour that in?
So, all of it?
Yep.
Okay. It's in.
We have 4 tablespoons of butter and 2 eggs. Yeah, go ahead and pour this in. I'm not going to crack...
Oh, that's hot.
It is hot. I'll pour it in. I'm not going to crack the egg over that hot butter because I don't want the egg to scramble. That is not what the recipe calls for.
My dad always puts it in a little thing there, like that bowl, so that he can get the eggshells out and not make sure there's no
Go
mistakes.
ahead and put them in and start whisking. That's right. If I crack the eggs into the big bowl, if one of the shells got in, it'd be hard for me to get it out. And so...
Oh, be harder.
All right, it would be harder. All right, whisk that up. Hold the bowl with your other hand. You gotta hold the bowl steady so you can get some. Okay. I'm gonna whisk hard so it breaks those yolks. Start poking the yolks, the yellow balls. Yeah, you gotta break those up. All right, I'm gonna pour in some vanilla. Pure vanilla extract. Do a little bit more.
Trying to make it so it's all liquid.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Does it? Wash in a bowl. Throwing this in the trash.
Do you want to smell? Doesn't it smell so good?
Let me give it a little whiskey because I want to make sure
Whoa.
we do it fast. And get everything on the bottom. Okay.
That looks good already.
All right, so I have a pre-made pie crust. Because frankly, I'm not that good at making pie crust. So we'll let the good people at Pillsbury do it for us. And what we don't have is a pie plate.
So,
I think we gave someone a pie and never got a pie plate back. So I'm going to use an 8-inch round.
an 8-inch round is just here.
Yeah.
An 8-inch round is just that old.
It's close to a pie plate, but its diameter is smaller, so it's not as wide, and it's deeper. And what that means, most likely, since it's deeper, is that it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. Because thick things take longer to cook.
That was just the oven telling us it's warm enough. Not the oven actually telling us the pie is done.
If only. All right, so we're going to drape this into our pan. And what we're going to do is we're going to push it down.
We already had this?
Have what? Yeah, I've ordered this from the store. We could have made our own, but
It's easier.
it is much easier. And these pie crusts are pretty good.
And you want to have to buy more ingredients.
So
It would cost less
I'm
money.
just smashing this down around all the edges. Oh, yeah, gotta do it gently. That part tore a little bit, which is okay because we're gonna just be putting this on a plate and eating it. So,
Well, not right now.
no, but later. Oh, okay. All right. When we are too rough with it, it starts to separate. All right, that looks pretty good. Now, what do you think the next thing we're gonna do is?
Put that in it.
That's right. So let's do it. You wanna help?
Okay. The whisk can help us get all of it out.
Oh yes, this is going to be magnificent. So We know we did a good job whisking because at the bottom, when I'm scraping this, it doesn't have any like light powdery stuff. That means we got it all mixed together.
Remember to pull down your sleeves.
Wait a minute. Oh, I thought this needed cornstarch. 2 eggs, butter, vanilla, evaporated milk, sea salt, powder. Okay. I don't know why I thought this needed cornstarch.
So we're gonna put it in the oven here?
We're gonna put it in the oven. Now, one thing we can do to make it just a little bit fancier is brush the edges with just a little sugar water, I think, is all we need.
Ooh, that seems cool.
Brush the pie crust.
That's what I was thinking. Mommy's upstairs or downstairs somewhere. So she's not real. So she doesn't know we're making this.
That's true.
We are not. Well, my dad's normally the one who surprises mom, but sometimes mom surprises dad.
Sometimes. All right, so I just put a little bit of water with some sugar, mixing it up. And what I'm going to have you do...
Is that a cake brush?
It is. It's a pastry brush. And what I'm going to have you do is paint all of the pie crusts that you can see. And you keep dipping the brush. You want to make sure you're actually getting sugar water on there.
Guys, comment down below if you love to bake. If you don't, then you don't like to bake. But if you subscribe, that's how you can prove that.
All right, watch your hand. I'm coming in. Put the last bit of the batter.
It's darker than the rest.
All right, looks good. Okay, we're ready to put it in.
Okay, let's go put it in the oven.
Okay.
Let a parent help you since this is a hard job and it's not safe for little kids.
Boom.
Okay.
Right.
So how long is it going to cook for?
That's a fine question. It needs to cook for about 45 minutes. Now that's a deeper one, so it might take longer. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a timer for 35 minutes and then check. Set a timer for 35 minutes.
We're gonna come back whenever it's ready.
So the way we know it's done, are you still recording or did you stop it?
Well, the pot is cooking. We're gonna make a ganache to put in it.
So we heated up a cup of heavy cream just before it started to boil.
We are gonna pour it into this big bowl of Hershey's.
And chocolate chips. We got half semi-sweet and half milk chocolate. We're gonna let it sit for about a minute, and then we're to get all melty, and then we're gonna whisk. Okay?
We'll be back in. So it has been a minute, and we're going to whisk this up.
Whisk it up, get it all melty. Oh, don't whisk so hard that it slops out of the bowl.
Or it's on your finger.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to whisk hard. At least I don't feel any hard thing left.
Still not all of it. Yes, we do.
My dad is gonna do
Whisk
it.
it nice and fast. You see how it's starting to become more chocolatey and smooth?
You guys have to look at the top. Look at it.
Very smooth. All right, we're gonna let that set for about a minute or so. We're gonna put a little butter in, gives it more sheen. And in the meantime, the chess pie tart thingy is ready to come out of the oven. Crust's a little wonky, but that's okay. We're gonna let it cool on a wire rack. Then we're gonna pour the ganache on it.
The ganache looks yummy.
And then I'm making whipped cream. That's the last step.
It smells pretty good. Want to smell it?
Mm-hmm.
My sister's going to whisk it up. We'll put a piece
Adding
of butter in it.
a little slab of butter right at the end. Makes it shinier and silkier and smoother. Whisk it all the way up in there.
Oh, guys, I forgot to mention, make sure to subscribe and like and smash that thumbs up button. You mean that like button? Oh, yeah, you already said the like button.
I'm making whipped cream over here. Dig all the way to the bottom.
Comment down below what's
See,
your
that butter's
favorite
not quite
pie.
melting enough.
My favorite pie is probably the Oreo cream pie.
I think you'll like this one. It's going to be very chocolatey.
My favorite pie is candy pie.
Mmm.
Probably made out of M&M's, to be honest. That's basically the only candy she likes. Hey, I like Oreos. Oreos aren't really candy. Yeah. Everything is candy except banana. It's mixed up. So, we're gonna come back. So we're mixed up.
Look, I made whipped cream.
Look at that. Wait, I'm gonna try
Go
some.
up.
I'm gonna go and try some of this.
Then hit the back arrow button.
I'm gonna try just a little bit. Oh, that's good. So when I was mixing it up more. That's so good.
No more.
First we're gonna put it in a piping bag. Okay, so I'm gonna strip it off the whisker.
Whipped cream. Which is just cream that you whip. Yeah, we'll show you.
Ganache and the pie. So yummy. So how am I putting this in the piping bag? So yeah. Okay. So what are we going to be doing next?
And we gotta let the pie cool a little bit, then we're gonna pour the ganache on, then we're gonna let that cool, and then we're gonna pipe on some homemade.
So right now we are pouring the ganache on.
Now we don't need all this ganache because there's a bunch. Ready? Can I help? Okay, we're just gonna pour basically a thin layer that covers everything.
And we don't need to do enough since this ganache will spread.
It will spread, yeah. So let's.
I think that's enough.
I think so too. So one thing we can do is just shake it around.
So it gets everything?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Now that's gonna make a nice shiny chocolate cover. We're gonna let that cool. Then we'll put whipped cream.
Okay, so now that it has cooled down,
See, the ganache is kind of solidified.
we're gonna get to whipped cream and pour it
Sorry.
or squeeze it on. You know what I mean? We put the whipped cream in the fridge.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking. I was thinking we should try and draw a heart in the middle and a 16 since it's our 16th anniversary.
Oh.
And then we'll do a border around the edge.
You guys don't have to do that since it might not be your mom and dad's anniversary.
Do you want to try the edge border?
Sure.
Okay, so I put a clip up there so hopefully the whipped cream won't come out the top. This should be easier to squeeze than the frosting we did. There you go. Good. Let's do a thick layer. We have a lot of whipped cream.
Well, we made a lot of whipped cream.
Mm-hmm. And because we made it, we have it.
But if we bought it, we would still have it.
That's true. Yeah, let's try and get a little bit closer so it doesn't drop down. There we go.
Right. And there we go. We made our border. I'm just gonna make it a little bit taller.
Double layer.
And you can barely even see that it's a pie.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do the heart, okay?
And then I would do the 1, then Dad would do the 6. Because the 1's pretty easy. But I'm gonna do the 1 all by myself.
We have to make the numbers kind of small because there's not too much room inside the heart.
Yeah.
Oop.
We're pretty excited for this. Okay, so how about I do the 1 and that one side and the...
Yep.
So I would...
Okay. Oh, you gotta be inside of my help guide you, okay? Because I can't really mess this up and start over. Slow. Okay, 1.
And then...
I'm gonna do the 6, okay? This one's gonna be hard to fit it in.
We'll hide it.
Harder.
Okay. So I'm gonna show you. Do you see it?
16th anniversary. And I think I'm just gonna, since we have more whipped cream, I'm gonna go ahead and tidy up some of these edges. Also, this is a very rich chocolate chess pie, so the whipped cream helps cut some of that richness down.
I do not even know what that means.
It means the filling is very heavy and whipped cream is very light, so having a little bit of light whipped cream helps the dessert to not be too heavy. I'm just gonna get all these edges like a funnel of chocolatey goodness.
And my mom doesn't know anything about this.
Okay, how about a dot? Dot. Wanna try the whipped cream? It's vanilla. Ooh, just put it in your finger.
No, I don't. Oh.
Okay, you don't have to. It's vanilla flavored.
But did you guys want to try it? Let them try whipped cream.
Here you go.
Yummy.
Okay, all right, I think we're ready. Now we just gotta let it cool and harden and everything, and we'll eat it later.
Well, remember, subscribe, like, and also smash that thumbs up and comment down below what's your favorite pie. And if you love your mom.
Yeah, and Dad, and Sissy.
Hey, what if they don't have a sister or brother?
Well, or some people have moms and dads.
A lot of people have moms and dads. Well, see ya next time.